Good morning, guys. February the 23rd here in central Illinois. A balmy 25 degrees here at 7 o'clock. Not bad. A lot of sun today. It's going to be wonderful for a Sunday. But I just thought I'd show you what's come to pass. When I was putting down this 5-rail track on the inner loop, I'd made mention that I had hoped that I could run some 1-gauge on it, as well as I run 1-gauge on the outside loop. Now, the only reason I don't run more 1-gauge on the outside loop, as I've said before, I'm scared to death that it's going to hop the rails and hit the floor. If it was on an inside loop and it rolls over, it just stays on the outside carpet. No harm, no foul. That's actually what I'm concerned about. But the outside really does handle 1-gauge. If I had to put a percentage on it, it's in the 90 percentile. Maybe 95% of everything I've got will run on it. Well, what we've done is we've done a number of things here this morning. You've all seen these cars before. These are, some of them are Ives 1-gauge that have been restored or worked over by somebody else. I've got a Markland 1-gauge in the American Outline, which I absolutely love. That is, in fact, I cannot believe I got that for the price I got it at. People must have been asleep out there, because the only thing not original to it are the couplers, and lo and behold, Trains out of Georgia sell used Markland couplers that I could replace the eyes with, and they're only held in with a pin, as are the originals. So it would be exceedingly easy to bring it back to its originality if one wanted to. The other stuff, those other 1-gauge were made, custom made, and lined and decorated by a guy, W.O. Johnson was his name. He's done a lot of stuff. In fact, the Ives cattle car here was done by him, and that is not rubber stamping. That is all hand lettering. But anyhow, we got this set up. We got it with an Ives 3239 1-gauge. And on the outside is my old trusty Markland steam locomotive that had been, excuse me, I've been eating peanut butter cookies and it's causing me problems. An American Outline, somebody put a headlight on it. I bought it with another set, and this is a great operator. And here's a contingent of Bing and Markland 1-gauge that I've picked up. Now, out of all this stuff, believe it or not, and you ain't going to be able to see it. It's too damn dark. This is a Bing cattle car. And in the super light of day, the body is a super, super dark green with a black roof and red pinstriping, top and bottom. This is my favorite car. I think this thing is absolutely awesome. I fell in love with it when I saw it out on the internet, and it was even better than it was even better in your hands than it was on the internet. And I got some more Markland cars. Some I picked up off of eBay. Some I bought at Stout's. And oh, by the way, did anybody watch Stout's auction yesterday? $1.3 million in sales. So I was out there. I bought nothing. But there were a couple of bargains. Very few. I wouldn't say there were more than 5 or 6. But one of the things that they had out there, they had 2 sets. They had the 38 and 2 116s. Now, Lionel sold this as a freight set in 1915, and I think it was called a 39 freight set. It only came with 2 cars, and both of the cars were brown. I know that the 38 is definitely a 1915 era electric motor because of the crinkle couplers on it. The two gondolas, they're not embossed. They have just regular couplers, so I don't know if they're 1915 or they're after. I'm almost positive that the green one is after. Let's face it, they're kind of crude, but it's something I would have probably wanted my dad to buy me because I like freight. So they sold, the 2 sets sold, which were a C7, a C8 in the box, and both of them sold for less than $500 for the set. Box, everything. Now, of course, you had your premium to put on it, and you'd have your shipping. But I did not think that $500 was too much to pay for either one of those sets in as nice a condition as what they were. So, without further ado, if we can, we're going to get things wound up and run them just a little bit. Oh, and yesterday, I have no idea what happened. I was watching the video. See the flag from the Flagman? For some odd reason, it got busted off. Now, I'm watching this dude in the video I did yesterday, and his flag is there. So I don't know if it got hit or if it was already fractured through the years and it fell off. But all of a sudden, I thought he was giving the train crew the finger when he went by. And what the heck happened? Well, there's the flag. I do not think that I can put it on with super glue. What I would like to hope is I could find a junk one with a decent arm that I could pull off and reattach to this fellow, because he does a great job and he was in good shape. He even got him in the box, even though I'm not a box guy, but he was in nice shape when I got him. All right, enough of the blab. Let's see what we can do. This inner track is good, but I got one spot that's a little tight, I think. But for the most part, the inner loop for 1 gauge runs pretty doggone well. And also when it's set up like this, my accessories work too. Not bad for not real 1 gauge track. And it's running at a pretty good clip. So, that's pretty much it. But, yeah, the 5-rail track is versatile. You can get a lot of fun out of it. So, if you're thinking about doing it, go ahead and give it a try. You're not going to be out anything, even if your 1 gauge doesn't run quite the way you want it. But I'm well pleased with this. So, that is pretty much it for this Sunday. You all have a good one. Enjoy this warmth, and we will talk with you later. Toodaloo.